You know, I think we take these hotel programs for granted. FHR, the MasterCard Luxury Hotel Collection, we just expect the credits to be applied and for it to, you know, just work. Honestly, I didn't expect any difference from any of the services. You know, you just expect them to apply the credit, just give you a good experience at the hotel, maybe a potential for an upgrade. Bing, bang, boom, there's nothing to worry about. And this video was going to start out this way because my stay at the Intercontinental in Atlanta, Georgia, it was actually fairly nice. I got upgraded to one of the highest floors in the hotel, the 22nd floor, and they had really nice floor-to-ceiling windows. They had a shower and a bathtub combo. It was completely separate, so if you wanted to take a soak, then you could go ahead and do that. The room was a bit on the smaller side, but everything was so nice. Even the lobby was really nice. They had a live musician actually play down there. Their conference area was really nice, and I even recorded a video showing that I had a nice time in that hotel. It's comparable to the Waldorf Astoria. So what's there to complain about? Well, I guess we'll just start off first with where it all went downhill from the start on the concierge call. All right, so now I'm going to be calling the Visa concierge to see if they can, you know, book me the room, and maybe they'll even add an extra little benefit, maybe free dessert, and maybe a super upgrade. That would be awesome.
If you are calling for travel assistance, please press 1. A Visa concierge will be with you shortly.
Thank you for calling your Visa Signature Concierge Service.
I'm going to be traveling to Atlanta for the first time with my mom, and I was hoping if you all could help me book a hotel.
Absolutely. We're more than happy to assist you with that. Is there any particular area in Atlanta you were looking to stay?
I was actually looking at the Intercontinental Buckhead, Atlanta, and I believe it's within the Visa program, and I'm not entirely sure like how that program works.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to place you just on a brief 1 to 3 minute hold.
Oh, by the way, I'm using my Chase Unlimited ink, so that's really interesting that you can still access the Visa concierge through the ink cards too.
Sir, thank you so much for holding. I truly appreciate it. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you over to one of the other account specialists to help you finish up that request. The program is not loading for me, so I'm having a little bit of issues over here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hello, and thanks for calling the Visa Signature Concierge team. If you are calling for travel,
So I'm going to be going to Atlanta.
It's going to be VisaSignatureHotels.com, and there you can find all of the hotels that you have access to booking.
Gotcha. Okay. Just to clarify, you couldn't help me book that? Like, it would be better to go through the website?
Yeah, that is correct. So, and then this way, I hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to you later.
You as well. Bye. So that kind of sucks that they couldn't book the hotel for you. Honestly, that wasn't even the most frustrating part. The most frustrating part was I got transferred over to 3 representatives and put on hold. That whole call was like around 40 to an hour long, but booking the hotel yourself isn't too bad. So first, how you want to book these Visa luxury hotels by yourself is go to the website VisaSignatureHotels.com, or if you have the Visa Infinite card, you would type in Visa Infinite Hotels. Honestly, I know the Visa Signature and the Visa Infinite have different benefits and different protections, different amounts, but when it comes to their luxury hotels, I haven't really found a difference. So just like with any travel portal, the American Express FHR portal or the Chase or whichever portal you decide to use, even Trivago, it's all about the same. After you get to the website, you want to type in your destination. So for me, I'm going to type in Atlanta, and then select the dates that you're wanting, and then select how many guests you're wanting to be at that hotel. So 2 adults, maybe some children, and then click search. And interestingly enough, they only show the hotels that are in the luxury hotel program with Visa, which honestly is really nice because then you don't have to distinguish between which one has benefits and which one doesn't. However, one thing I do have to warn you about is just like the MasterCard luxury hotel program, you have to double check the benefits. Some hotels don't give you the full $100 amount. Some of them may only give you $25. So always double check and make sure, and don't just assume that you'll be getting the benefits that you're expecting. So when you found the hotel that you're wanting to stay at, click on book now, and then it will show you to the hotel's webpage, and then it'll put you straight on where the rooms are at. Now, if you want to scroll up and double check the benefits, it would be up there. So just make sure and scroll through which room that you're wanting to book and make sure it says include premium benefits. Those would be the benefits that would be listed above. And then when you're done, click on book now. And then just like with any portal, type in your email address, phone number, first name, last name, all that information. But then when you get to the section where you need to fill out your card number, it has to be a Visa signature, at least when you're booking. And then under that, you can leave a message directly to the hotel. So what I like to put in a lot of these is either some situation. So for example, for me, I'm going to say that it's my first time my mom's visiting Atlanta. I would prefer a high floor room. And if there's a suite upgrade available, I would be open to that. And more often than not, they usually respect what you put in there and they try their best to accommodate for that. But most important under that, if you have a hotel loyalty membership program, like for example, this booking is through the Intercontinental with IHG rewards. If you don't have an IHG account, I would definitely recommend setting up one, because when you link your IHG account, you'll be earning points on the booking. And of course, the multiplier points on the card you're using to book this hotel, so you can kind of double dip. And then just checkbox the term of use and confirm this reservation. And it's basically that easy. The biggest problem that I had booking through the Visa Luxury Hotel Collection is them not honoring the benefits. Now let me explain. So you know when you go to an FHR property and they'll go through the benefits and say, here are your benefits, here's how much you have, here's all the stuff that you have, and this is how much we've taken off the receipt. Well, at the IHG Intercontinental, I don't know, maybe I was just used to FHR, but when I went to go check out, it was check out as normal, as if you didn't book through like a benefits portal, which is, you know, it's completely fine. I assumed that all the benefits would be correctly applied. I didn't have to worry about it, especially when checking in that they knew all the benefits and they knew I was booking under the Visa Luxury Hotel Collection. It was also a long line when checking out, and I just was like, hey, just email me the receipt. That's completely fine. You don't need to print it or anything. I'll just review it. I assume everything's correct. Well, about 20 minutes later, I got the emailed receipt and I was like, looking through it, I was like, none of the benefits were applied. What the heck is going on here? So as soon as I noticed that none of the benefits were applied, I went ahead and just directly emailed them, and I'm like, hey, none of the benefits are applied. Maybe at this point I should have called them, but I was like, you know, give them time. Hopefully this is just a misunderstanding that they can correct on their own time and I don't have to worry about it. A day passes, a full 24 hours, and no response to the email. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just call the hotel. I go ahead and call the hotel and I got the front desk person, exactly the same front desk person that checked me out, because I recognize the voice, I recognize the name. I talked to him, I'm like, hey, I booked under the Visa Signature Luxury Hotel Collection that should come with these benefits, you know, the free breakfast and the $100 of hotel amenity credit. And he's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and look into it. I'm like, all right, cool, that's awesome. So we'll have this sorted out soon, right? So 2 days passes and I'm like, well, you know, it is a benefit of booking through the Visa Signature Luxury Hotel Collection that since it's booked through a third party, they can handle the discrepancies for me, right? It's a benefit that I learned about when I was talking to a lot of these travel agencies, and you can apply these benefits like have the American Express concierge contact the hotel on your behalf in case something's wrong, or the MasterCard one, and Visa should be the same. And I do have to admit, they were more helpful than just me contacting the hotel by myself, but not entirely how I expected. Here's how it went. So I went ahead and shot out the first email. I'm like, hey, I contacted the Intercontinental Hotel. They haven't gotten me any of the Visa benefits credit, like the breakfast, the $100 amenity credit. Could you go ahead and try to reclaim some of those back for me? And they're like, sure, yeah, no problem. A day passes and they come back to me and they say, hey, we have happy news to share with you, Calby. We're able to reclaim the breakfast credit back into your account, and you should see the reflection of that amount back onto your card. Great. That sounds awesome. You know, that's exactly what I want. However, one thing that I noticed that they didn't address at all was the hotel amenity credit. That's another, you know, good amount of credit. So I shoot off another email and say, hey, I appreciate that you got the breakfast credit for me, but I think we're still missing a hotel credit. I believe we're still off about $25. Is there something you can do to get that back? Because, you know, it was listed as your benefits. Another representative emails me back, oh yeah, and by the way, during this whole like Visa concierge chain, I'm getting a different representative each and every single day, which is kind of insane. But another representative did get back up with me and said that they talked to Intercontinental Hotel and they believe everything is correct. And I'm like, well, that's not right. And then I had to explain it to them. I even had to offer the video evidence for them. And I wouldn't have this video evidence if I wasn't recording this YouTube video, honestly.
It's usually $100 for your reservation. You can do a special price of $70.
If you really want that credit credit back, you have to email the manager or the front desk person of that IHG Intercontinental at Atlanta Buckhead Hotel. Oh yeah, and also during this whole Visa concierge chain, Intercontinental, you know, the 2 times I contacted them through email and phone, they never got back up with me. So I take that email and email the front desk and just kind of explain the situation in case they're not up to date. Maybe something was lost in communications, maybe this isn't the right person. So I just go ahead and explain, hey, I booked the Intercontinental Hotel, I stayed for a day, I didn't get any of the benefits, my bill should look like this, but it doesn't look like that. I'm still missing about $25. Could you, you know, basically refund that back to me? Instead, they went, actually, we gave you a little bit more than what you're actually entitled to. You see, this is what you're entitled to, and we actually gave you, I believe they were claiming an extra $100 or $75 than what I was even supposed to get. I'm like, those numbers do not add up. What are you talking about? And then I sent back what it should have looked like along with the breakdown of how much everything should have costed. After they saw that email, they were just like, here's $25, just go away. Just a terrible situation. And for those reasons, that's kind of why I don't really much care for booking another Visa Infinite Concierge hotel experience. There's just so much of a problem. I don't really like their concierge, and their hotel just kind of confirmed it. But that was my experience using the Visa Luxury Hotel program. Something that I probably will never do again, and something that hopefully that you never have to experience for yourself. And I'll see you later.